And hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today we're in Minecraft Sky of Colors. This appears to be a fairly long map, we'll see. I'm pretty excited, it looks like it's going to be, you know, a pretty large difficulty curve. So I'm kind of excited for that. I always like me some bit more difficult parkour. Oh, wait, we have an elytra on, what? What is up with that? That is, why did the game give us an elytra? I'm so confused. Also, that was a bit cheese how I got in there. Got that one done. If anything, the elytra should cause more problems. I don't think we're supposed to have an elytra on. I'm gonna just take that off. Like, maybe we are? But that seems wrong on so many... for so many reasons. Specifically how easy it is to cheese stuff using elytras. 2-1, core climb. What does that say? Oh, that's just an arrow. Sea sponges. I think there's like 43 levels split into different areas. I might have the number wrong though, and by might I mean probably. Boom. So far easy enough. Those are some fairly far jumps. Going up. 3-1 mushroom climb. Okay, cool. Slime blocks, my arch nemesis. I hate slime blocks. I'm just gonna be frank. There's something about them. And by something about them, I mean the way they work. I hate them. Okay, cool. Glass pane jumps. Glass pane jumps are easy enough. You know, I was playing a parkour map. It was the one that came out. Oh, actually, it came out probably the same day this one's gonna come out. We'll see. Depends on how stuff goes. Either today, the same one that came out today, or the one that came out yesterday. I guess you can just look on whether this one was released at noon. But anyway, but in the map that I was playing, it was set up where you got rated on different things as you went about your parkour, and one of them was how many times you jumped. And I'm not making this up. Like, the different ratings were like time, which makes perfect sense. Number of fails makes perfect sense. But then the number of jumps you take, which I'm so confused about. Like, why would that be a category to judge off of? Woo. Especially since time's in there as one of the options. You're going to be trying to go as fast as you can on the level. So, like, in, for example, tiny portions of area where there aren't any parkour, you're going to be sprint jumping. So, like, if you're in a large hurry, would you ever even be able to hit S rank in both jumps and time? Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. So those are pretty cool. I mean, hasn't gotten too difficult yet. I forget how many levels it was in that people were saying stuff started getting difficult. I always like to keep an eye for every map on what the community has to say about it. Oh. Okay, one of the complaints was too many head hitter jumps. I'm guessing they're probably referring to these, which are actually good for me because I need practice on timing these. Nice. Okay, cool. Pretty happy with that one. That did not take nearly as long as I thought it would take me. Easy enough. Scarecrow climb. Some interesting stuff coming up. Just gonna say that. Whee. Okay. Floaty. I hate jumps that like involve these composters, because I always find myself falling into the middle of them. Am I gonna make this again? Yep. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna just immediately fall now. I have a feeling that this section here is gonna take me a second. This doesn't seem like the sort of section that I make it one try on typically. Although now that I say that, I'm doing well. It's like it's the curse where if I say that a level's or a map's easy, I start immediately failing. Maybe it works the other way around too. Wow. A dark magic force field. Ah, interesting. Also, I hate how they did that. Like, I knew from looking that ultimately I was probably going to end up stinking... Whoops. Being stuck down here somehow when I saw it down here. But I'm still disappointed. Ow. Wait, can I jump on top of these? No. Okay. Oh, those go all the way up. Until there's a pressure plate. Intriguing. Okay, we're done with that. The way they call it, though, dark magic force field. Oh, I actually missed that. That's heartbreaking. Somehow that worked. The shrinking mine shaft. End of the line. Well, I don't think so. Okay, I know I'm gonna get cursed for this, but so far so easy. Like, I haven't seen the difficulty spike yet, but we're also still fairly early in, so I'm not super concerned about that either way. I don't know what the deal with the glazed terracotta is. Probably shouldn't have broken it. That lantern's an interesting way to block you off from going that way. Just put the lantern in, make it so you can't jump around it. Actually give some light to this area. Although canonically, there's like an abandoned mine shaft, so the fact that you have a lantern in it's stupid, because the lantern would have already gone out. Anyway. Man, this is obnoxious. So isn't it dangerous to have a lot of fire in underground areas? Because doesn't it like almost always fill almost the entirety of the cave with smoke? If you have too much fire. I guess in the case of lanterns, they don't really put off much smoke. So it's probably fine. My word. I can't believe this area is what's giving me trouble. It's not even that difficult of a set of jumps. It's just a couple ones where you have to cut around. And yet it's giving me so much trouble. I'm glad that it isn't, like, in a larger area, though. Oops. Yeah. But, I'll get it one day. Is it better to kind of cut it close like that, or to take it from a bit of a further angle like here? Honestly, hard to tell. I'm trying to take it from a bit of a closer angle. I can't tell if that helped or not. Hey, there we go, finally. 8-1 lift off. Can I, like, snag that terracotta through the wall? No. I can only dream. Okay, yeah, so that level was more difficult, for sure. I mean, it wasn't... It doesn't feel like something that should have been more difficult, though, and that's why it bothers me. Because I don't feel like I should have had any trouble with that, but... Although, I definitely shouldn't be struggling with this. I don't think I... Oh, I can. Okay, weird. I was gonna say, I don't think I can make that from there, but apparently I can. All is well in the world. Ah. Okay. Come on. I'm kind of glad there's no death counter. Sometimes it's nice to have a parkour that doesn't keep track of how bad you do. And your goal is just kind of to get through it without any worry. Like, it's nice to have all the timers and stuff to get an idea of how you're doing, and also, like, it allows me to have a decent idea of how long the video's gone without having to look over at OBS every 5 minutes. Come on. I hate when there's a quick jump off of the start, because I always will just, like, walk forward and fall off. Okay, there we go. See what I mean? Like, my jump timing gets all messed up. There we go. Okay. Ladder jumps. I love ladder jumps. Ladder jumps are probably the only kind of jump in this game besides normal parkour that I don't have any contempt in my heart for. Where? What? Why? How? Oh, I'm supposed to go up the other end, aren't I? Oh, going around was just for the glazed terracotta? I feel kind of stupid now. Alright, there's also another glazed terracotta here. Gotta do a glass pane roundabout. Gimme. It's also just another blue glazed terracotta. It's not even different. Can't believe this nonsense. Feel betrayed. I hate glass pane jumps. I know I talk about this in, like, every parkour video where glass pane jumps come up, but I just hate them so much. Like, I have a serious passion for hating glass pane jumps. Like, my word. Like, the two things that probably bothers me the most in parkour is when an obvious jump is blocked by invisible blocks, and when there's glass pane jumps. Because for the most part in games, what bothers me most is dying to something that is in no way my fault. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people, but, like, for example, when I'm playing a game like Siege, if I die because I got snuck up on, I'm not really that angry about it, because I'm always like, I should have, you know, noticed or in some way prepared for the possibility that somebody could have snuck up on me. And, you know, it's one of those things where, because I know that it's partially my fault that I got snuck up on, I'm not really that mad about it. You know, I look at it and I go, okay, I need to start to improve how I play and try to compensate it for it the next time I'm in that sort of situation, and be aware of the possibility that I'll get snuck up on. But I'm not really that mad. Whereas if, you know, I die because my ping spikes up the moment before somebody peeks a corner, then I'm pretty mad. And I do appreciate that, like, because ping affects kill cams too, like, an easy way to tell that you died because of your ping, like, if you're watching an angle, for example, and then you're just kind of dead and you didn't even see the person that shot you. When you watch the kill cam, you'll see that, you know, like, they teleported, for example. They teleported because your ping was spiking. Ooh, that's actually a pretty difficult jump. Jumps like this should be just like the slightest bit easier for 1.17, because they are making it so that you can clip the wall a bit more without losing your sprint. It's just, I was playing the or 1.18, I think I said 1.17. I was playing the snapshot, and they've already started to incorporate it in, and it's such a small angle that you can hit without being affected that I don't even know if it's going to matter, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's such a small angle that you can hit that I don't even think that it's going to be relevant to parkour. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's one of those things where it's going to completely change the world of parkour. I got this section kind of figured out. Oh, I say and I die. Okay. Man, talk about a far jump. Okay, I need to go in a bit more of a hurry for that one if I want to make it. And now that I said that I've gotten it figured out, my word. Putting on the elytra for this one. I actually think the point of the elytra is if you're struggling, you can put it on and compensate for harder jumps. Whee! Oh. Never mind, that's worthless to me. Can't catch ladders while flying on elytra. I should have known that. I'll figure this jump out somehow. If I can start actually making these. But yeah. And, like, I feel like that's part of what frustrates everybody in video games, kind of what I was talking about. Where it's like, it's not all that frustrating when you know that it was 100% your fault. Now, the problem that a lot of people will have is they'll find a way to blame anything that happens on somebody else, or, you know, find any way to make it not their own fault that they died. Oh, I made it past the hard part. But yeah, they'll find any way possible to make it not their fault that they died. And as a result, whenever playing games that are PvP oriented, they're just kind of mad for it all, right? Because it's angering to, you know, a lot of times to die in a way that you had no control over and no way to do anything to prevent, right? It can be really frustrating to die like that. I keep turning too soon for the momentum to work. Come on. It's also frustrating, even if it is your fault, if you die like a lot of times in a row in a dumb way. And you kind of start getting mad at yourself for being bad. I guess would be the way to put that. Oh, I hit the side. Didn't jump soon enough. These ladders are pain. Plus, it doesn't help that they brought in such a difficult ladder jump. Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, I almost missed the last jump too. Yeah, I have a feeling that if that was like soul sand jumps set up that difficult, I would be raging pretty bad right now. I hate soul sand jumps so much. But yeah, I also think that the mindset I kind of have for this sort of stuff, where I tend to more try and make it my fault when I fail, rather than the fault of the map. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect at that. Like, there's still plenty of times that I'll blame it on the map when it's really my fault and stuff like that. But I feel like that mindset helps me when I play games like Siege, for example, to not get too tilted. Oh, that's toxic. What? I switched what was in my hand. I didn't even realize I'd hit the scroll wheel. Oh. Okay. Let's get my head back in the game and stinking... Wait, I'm stupid. My word, that was so much easier than... Seem not be... Be a hard jump to make. Wait, yeah, I gotta pull it down, don't I? It's the case with so many of these things. Is it's like, or with trapdoors, is I find that sometimes I forget. Like when it's a possible jump, but a really difficult jump, I find that sometimes I'll forget to actually check the trapdoor to see if I can make it a bit of an easier jump. Alright, 12-1Bs. I think we're starting to get fairly close to the end. End-draw jumps. I hate you. You know, I'm totally jinxing this, but I found that, like, a lot of the stuff from the 8x3 map that we did has been popping up lately, but one thing that hasn't popped back up really at all is the come on, I got this. I bet you there's a secret up there. It is the jumps where you have to crouch to be able to fit in for the jump. I think maybe there's a secret on every level. It's possible. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, like the in-draw jumps where... Oh, I had that made. If you fail to crouch at exactly the right moment, you won't make the jump. Because if you crouch too soon, then you won't have enough speed to make it through. And if you crouch too late, then, you know, you hit your head. Like, I haven't really seen any of those since. Which, you know, probably a good thing. I hated those. What? Oh my goodness. How in the actual world are you supposed to make this? Wee. Yeah, that's work. What's up with those blocks there? Probably something to do with the secret or something. Oh, I did it! Multiple checkpoints since it's so difficult. Oh wow, there's a lot of checkpoints here. It does look like it's probably quite difficult though. So I'm not gonna complain. Okay. Actually, maybe having so many checkpoints on this level is kind of stupid. They didn't need quite this many. I think multiple checkpoints on the level wasn't a bad idea, but you probably only needed 1 or 2 extra checkpoints. Not 1 on every jump to make that possible. Okay, now this is going to frustrate me. I can already tell. And I'm going to have to turn off clouds. I turned back on clouds because I was doing something that it wasn't necessary to have them off for. And I like having clouds on. Oh, there's a way to jump to the side there. But, even though I like clouds on, I play so many parkour maps, so as a result, I can't leave clouds on. And have to turn them off for everything. So, you know. When I can, I try to turn them on so I can remind myself how beautiful clouds are. I hate that so much. Corner jumps. What? How does this work? You have to, like, slide down there? What? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I think I have to, like, get low enough on that first one. Oh, this jump's going to be painful, isn't it? Well, it's not really a jump. This is where I hate ladder jumps. Like, once they start adding in the whole, like, you gotta slide down on mechanics. Yeah, I hate these so much. What? Excuse me? Explain that to me. Why didn't... But... this map hurts me. Everything was fine up until this point. Everything was fine. Even the level they said was ultra difficult was fine. I mean, granted, it's partially because they had so many checkpoints. It would have taken me a while without them. But even that was fine. It even might have been fine without all those checkpoints. Oh my goodness. This is pain. It's one of the most... What? I hate these. Oh, no, map, don't do this to me. Ladder jumps are the one thing I have that I don't absolutely hate. Don't make me absolutely hate them. No. Please, no. I beg of you. And now I'm failing this jump, which is even the sort of jump that I normally actually quite enjoy. To kind of go around something into the ladder. Normally quite fun. Until I start getting annoyed at other stuff and have to... Whee. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh. My word. Okay, I don't mind. These don't seem so bad. Except for this. Oh, I have to go over here. Alright, that's fine. Except for now, I go around to this corner. That's going to be painful. These are really weird jumps. Just going to say it. Like, they don't even look that difficult. And as long as I'm not being a big buffoon, they're not all that difficult. But, like, they just look really weird and really difficult. Just a simple straight line. The amount that I don't trust anybody that's a map creator that ever says it's just a simple straight line. And of course, you got the stinking Trapdoor Roundabouts. Hate these. Are you serious right now? I might be able to do that last jump like a double Neo. Keyword might. The first jump's kind of annoying, but the rest, as long as I'm not being an idiot, aren't all that difficult. Too bad I'm being an idiot. Yeah, the difficulty spikes for the last couple levels. That is for certain. Okay, there we go. That was easy enough. I just gotta take it like a head hitter. And I got vines, which are another type of jump that I really kind of dislike. I find that they're just made really unnecessary, right? Like, they're normally not that... Like, they're not all that difficult of a jump, so then for people to make harder jumps out of them, they're just so unnecessarily complex. Whew. Okay, the amount of, like... Oh, that ladder's there to prevent you from doing that. And probably for future use, too. But, like, that's toxic. Okay. Just breathe. Oh, right, there's a block above me there. Okay, block above. Man, you gotta hit those, like, just at the right timing. It's almost kind of funny how this map creators managed to take jumps that I normally don't hate and make them into the sort of jumps that I normally do hate. It's honestly impressive. Like, I normally don't mind roundabouts, but something about the way they were done here, I hate them. Actually, the roundabout part's not that bad. It's just everything in between is very painful and annoying. I know there's probably a secret up that ladder, but I'm not even interested. I don't want it. I don't want it. Keep your secrets. I don't want your terracotta. Your terracotta's stupid. Okay, that's a bit mean, but I'm standing by. Yeah. That's probably the problem I have during some of these parkour maps is, like, the way I find myself criticizing the map sometimes is in a way where it's stuff that I 100% think, but I say it in a way that's kind of mean. So then it's like, even if I realize that I said it kind of mean, and I try and backtrack, it's still what I think. So, like, you know, it's hard for me to really, you know, change it to a way where it doesn't sound mean at that point. I don't know. It's weird. Even this level that's mostly just normal, pretty simple jumps is annoying me to no end. Like, a jump where you jump through a 2 wide hole and then have to kind of slide into a spot. Normally, I'm perfectly fine with these jumps. Normally, I don't mind them in the slightest. Roundabouts / Neos. Legit, never have a problem with them. Neos are normally my best friend. Jumps where you, even the jumps where you avoid hitting your head. Like, they're not my favorite. They've made me break down before in certain situations. Like the one map that, I think the title's, this map broke me or whatever. Like the last level on that map. Like, it had a bunch of head hitter jumps and it broke me. Like, I spent so long doing all those jumps. But like besides that one instance, for the most part I don't mind head hitter jumps. So it's just really starting to get on my nerves. Like, I don't know how the map creator did this. It's something about the way it like swerves in and out between the different kinds of jumps. Like, it makes it difficult for me to do, right? Oh, I didn't go around enough. I'm kind of happy I haven't really used the Elytra since like the second level, where I didn't even realize I had it on. But because like they gave me an entire cheat system and I just haven't used it. But still, this level is going to break me. It's been a pretty long video too. But like, I'm so close to the end that I don't want to give up on the map before we finished it. Maybe I'll do the rest of this level off camera, where I can just listen to some music and chill while doing it. Just that way I can hopefully calm myself down a bit and not get triggered. And then I'll catch you guys once we're past this level. Okay. I mean, it didn't end up taking too long. Only, you know, probably like 5 minutes after I paused it or whatever. But I did end up getting it. I find that after I pause the recording, like, I'll have one immediate run where I do better than I did through my entire time recording the level. And then after that, it kind of settles back into like, I don't know, kind of being mediocre / bad. And then I'll eventually make it through. Like, my very first run after pausing the recording, I made it all the way to the last jump again, and I almost made the last jump and just barely missed it. And then it took me like 5 minutes to get back there, and then once I finally made it back, we were good. I have a feeling these last couple levels before the last section are going to be really painful. I don't know, just something about how it's set up. Just looking at this first one. Like, iron trapdoors are normally fairly fine. Like, it's mostly just that you have a smaller hitbox to work with, which makes it difficult to get, say, angled jumps done. But besides that, it's mostly fine. Yeah. Now we got chains. Which, am I going to hit my head on that top chain? No. Yes. Should've kept going. What? How does this last section work? Do I have to go around the chains? So annoyed. The first part of this map was so easy. You know what? The comment that was complaining about the difficulty curve. Normally, whenever there's a comment complaining about a difficulty curve, I'm always just kind of like, seriously, man, you're complaining about a difficulty curve, even if it's too high or too low. Like, nah, that's not an excuse. You don't need to be complaining about difficulty curves on maps. It's for the weak. And then I end up in a map like this, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe maybe you were right. Just maybe. Just perhaps you were right. There's a small likelihood, you know. My word, chain jumps are annoying. I haven't really done chain jumps extensively enough to have a large opinion on them, but if this is the norm, then man, these jumps are annoying. Vines and iron bars. What a great combination of two obnoxious things. I mean, vines aren't too bad. They're just ladders, but without a hitbox, which is annoying. Okay. We are on to the tower. Apparently, this took one dude over 30 minutes. I feel bad for him, but I refuse to let this take 30 minutes. I will get it done faster. Whatever it takes. Wait, could I have just... Oh. Levitation's not going to last long enough. Gotta hit the button again. Hurry. Okay, I have to go check this now, though. Could I have... No, they did add invisible blocks. Okay, I feel a little better now. Alright, now we got rods. Wait, is this what I think this is? They added one of those crouch jumps, didn't they? My word, the monsters. No! I really did jinx myself earlier when I mentioned it. Why did I jinx myself? I could have lived my entire life happy, never dealing with those again. How am I supposed to make that? What in the world? But, please. No. No, please. We can talk about this. Oh my goodness. All this crouching is going to be the death of me. Ooh. No! Yeah, you know what? This might take me half an hour just for this end rod section. My word, I'm gonna cry. Please stop. Make the pain stop. Make it stop! Please. No. 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 Oh, this is the end. No! Oh, please no. Please no. Please no. Oh, my goodness. Where's the checkpoint? Where's the stinking checkpoint at? Let me up. Let me up. Please. Please. Wait, what? Where's... Where's the path in? Are you kidding me? That didn't work. Whee! I just fall into it. Oh my goodness, I made it. Okay. Now it's time for the last level. Thanks for playing to the end of the map. This is the final test. Don't feel too bad if you can't make it. It is very difficult. It's just a shulker spiral, right? I mean, like, it's gonna take me a sec to figure it out, but I think I can make this. I might want a bit of a lower FOV for this, though. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna bump it down to normal for this. See if that helps at all. Oh, I was doing good too. Yeah, I 100% think I can do this. But I might want to practice it a bit off camera. Maybe even just do it off camera and catch you guys once I finish, because this is going to take probably a hot second for me to get the hang of. We'll give it 2 or 3 more tries. Once we hit like 50 minutes on the recording, I'll probably just go ahead and finish it off camera. Okay, I'm turning my FOV back to 90. I get it's easier on 70, but I hate having my FOV on anything but 90. I remember back when I played on 100. Those were weird days. I really liked it though. Like, there was something about playing on 100 FOV that was just really enjoyable to me. Oh my goodness, I think I figured out the strat. No, I was on the last jump! Okay, I can 100% do this on camera. I'm not skipping this. Okay, I think the strat is figure out the height, and instead of completely moving your camera every time, you have a bit of a buffer before it actually closes to move, right? So like move over, then jump up, and like in case the pink one, for example, it was working before. I might have lost a bit too much of my hurry. I was so close again! I 100% can make this. Like 110%. No, on the second to last jump. Getting a bit faster. These weird like spiral shulkers jumps always weird me out so much. Like the straight shot up shulkers jumps are one of the easiest types of jumps on the planet. But like I find that these sort of shulker box jumps where you don't go straight up are actually really intriguing and a lot of fun. Like, they can be a bit annoying if it's too large, but because the tower just uses every color shulker box once it appears, it's actually not too bad. It's just a matter of having to climb up with it. Yeah, I 100% think I got this. I just need a couple more tries. I also love how they're like, don't feel bad if you can't beat it. It's very difficult. I will beat it. I will beat this section of the map. It's the last thing I do. And if it gives me enough stress, this might be the last thing I ever do. My word. Come on, come on. Man, I keep like lowering or raising my mouse just enough that I can't make the jumps. Then the problem is I get impatient and get in a hurry and try to go fast. Okay. One more on camera try. Okay, after that one. That one doesn't count. Okay. Tell you what, guys. I am going to beat this, but I'm not going to do it on camera because this is going to take too long. I'll catch you guys once I get this done. Okay. Took a couple tries. Well, actually, it wasn't too long, but as I mentioned, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, when I get off camera, I tend to do just a bit better. We do got a couple terracottas that I guess we can use to fill in some of this stuff here. I don't like how it's situated. It'd be so easy to fall. Yeah, as I thought, there was a terracotta for each level. I did a really bad job of finding them. I wasn't really worried about it. Where were the terracottas for this level? Oh, this was... I don't think that actually counted as level. But there should have been one for, like, this level, for example. Should have been somewhere in here. Maybe in one of the shulker boxes, perhaps. I just wasn't paying attention. Or outside somewhere. Like, maybe you could have gotten up on here? Maybe for this one. No. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, there's one back there. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. This was a pretty long map. Took a while to complete, too. It was pretty fun. I mean, I like that the difficulty was a bit on the higher end. But, yeah, overall really enjoyable. I don't know if I'd want to do it again. It's not the sort of map I'd play twice. But it was fun for a playthrough. I still don't know why we had an elytra, but I only ended up using it here. I tried to use it at the one ladder level, but it didn't work. Guessing the terracotta for this one somewhere up on the ship or something. No, might not be a way to parkour onto the ship. Some of these levels, it's like it doesn't even make sense where they'd put the terracotta from looking at it. Whoops, fell out of the world. That's really low down on the Y spectrum. Oh yeah, there's one on the tree. That's not super surprising. Yeah, because you can get to it from over there. Anyway, guys, this was fun. If you guys thought this map was something you enjoyed, go download it. Link in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Here, one sec. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.